I've heard great things about a curry place in Leeds called Tharavadu. But a buddy of mine has already been there, and I always get accused of copying him, don't I? So I thought, how can I try the food of this place without going there? There is a way. Behind me here, you will see Uyare by Thoravadu. That's right. Since Gary and Jay Rayner went to the original place, they've actually opened up a second location. So I thought, why not come and try this food for myself in their new location? Now apparently it's like a rooftop bar up in this building here. Looking forward to getting some views over Leeds. Don't know what there is to see in Leeds, but we'll see what it is, won't we? But what I'm really excited to do is to try their food. Now I've had a look at the menu. It doesn't seem crazy expensive, I don't think either. So yeah, really looking forward to trying these flavours. Gary reckons it's the best curry he's ever had, doesn't he? We'll see if we agree with him or not, shall we? Let's get inside. Okay folks, come in and been seated. Now, first of all, you walk in to a little check-in area, and there's a bar there with an outdoor kind of balcony seating area. That's just for drinks. When you've got something to book a table to eat, you come through into a different area, a restaurant area, which is where I'm sat right now. It's busy, it's noisy, so I can only apologise for the background noise here. I try and keep it to a minimum, but it's not easy to do in a place that's as packed as this. And bearing in mind, I'm filming this at just 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's already probably about 70% full in here. Obviously really, really popular. Drinks menu here, all sorts of things here. Plenty of wine choices, cocktails and mocktails. Person holding the camera has gone for a Sunset Fizz mocktail. £9. £9. Anyhow, I'm going to go for a beer, but a non-alcoholic one, because I'm driving after this. But you've got to have a beer with a curry, haven't you? Got to have a beer with a curry. The menu itself is reasonably tight by curry house standards. You've got some pre-meal snacks there, what they're calling signature bites, which are basically starters, classic plates, which are basically mains, and then some sides and breads. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to pick a couple of different starters, a couple of different mains, a couple of different little sides and breads, and that will give us a good flavour of what this place is all about. I've got to say, given how busy it is, I'm quite excited about this. Given what I've seen and read about its original place, Tharavadu, that makes me even more excited. Okay, we would like to start with the mixed platter, please.
Yes.
Is that good? Lots of people go for that today?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's really popular, is it? Yeah, okay, perfect. And then in the classic plates, the Nadan, how's that? Koji?
Nadan Koji.
Nadan Koji curry, okay. I'd like to try that, please. And the chemin roast, please.
Yeah.
And to go along with that, we'd like a paratha, please. And just some plain rice as well, please. Right folks, that's the order in. Like I say, really interesting menu, and it's inspired by Keralan cuisine, that sort of southern Indian cuisine, isn't it? One thing that really interests me is this Nadan Koji curry. One of the most sought after dishes from Kerala. Rich and aromatic chicken curry is a celebration of tradition. That's what I like to hear. Something that's going to be kind of authentic rather than something that's been westernised. Sounds like it's going to be a fairly mild curry. Normally you guys see me wolfing down a fowl or something, don't you? Not today. We're going for flavour rather than spice. Starter plate has arrived, and come and take a little look at this. We've got all sorts on here. This is a sharing platter for 2 people. All sorts of different chutneys around. But what have we got on this plate? So we've got wings. We have got, I'm going to refer to the menu here, veg samosas we've got. We've got some chicken here with a green marinade on. We've got the prawns, they're known as chemin porechatu, apparently. And we also have here the masala fried fish. Bit of garnish, like I say, some nice sauces around. Right, decanted some stuff onto my plate. I'm going to try a little taste of this beer. Like I said, you've got to have a beer with a curry. Got a Nirvana IPA here, 0.5% alcohol, so very responsible of me. Tastes all right too. Okay, where are we going to start with this then? I think some of this is kind of finger food, so I will go with my fingers. Some of it's a knife and fork job, I think. The prawn, I think, is probably something you just go at like this. Nice big juicy prawn by the looks of it. I'd say for my taste, possibly a little overcooked. It's gone a little bit dry, but the flavour's great. A little bit of spicing on the outside of that. Gives it a little chilli hit, a little bit of coconut. See if I can get all the rest of this prawn out of here, out of the shell. There we go, put the shell over there. I mean, it's tasty, don't get me wrong. But I'd just like it to be a bit juicier. My napkin already. One thing in, and I'm already getting mucky. Okay, we'll go for the samosa now. The samosa, I think, is a veg samosa. Interesting. It looks more baked than fried. On the inside, you can see the veggies here. Mostly potato in there. Some spicing. And I'm going to use a little bit of this tamarind dressing on it, which will give it a little sort of sharp, sweet and sour taste. That's really very nice, actually. The filling is the star. Vibrant flavours, potato nicely cooked through. Very, very tasty. Masala fish now. Just a small piece of fish, and again, I don't know what kind of fish it is. Nice masala coating on there. Very delicate in flavour. The fish is very soft. Again, can't really discern what kind of fish it is. Use some of this yellow dip, dressing, chutney, whatever it may be. Not sure. Doesn't add an awful lot. So I like the flavour of that fish. The chutney didn't really add an awful lot to it, but it's not bad, it's not bad. Right, I'm going to leave the wing till last, because that looks really interesting, really crispy. I'm going to try this chicken here. So it's like a little mini chicken fillet. It's obviously been marinated in some kind of green coloured marinade, which can only be encouraged on this channel, can't it? And also, over here, we've got a green coloured chutney, which I will put with it in a minute. Spin that round so you can see it. There we go. Now that chicken is good. Yeah, not crazy punchy with flavours, almost herbal. But it's very juicy. A tiny little bit of chilli in there. Now this, I think, is a green chilli chutney. So this is going to add a little bit of fire. Oh, and it does. But a real freshness too. It's made out of fresh chilies rather than dried chilies. That is right up my strata, let me tell you. Lovely. I think that chicken is my favourite so far. One more to go for here. And again, time to go back in with the fingers. It's the chicken wing. And have a little look at this. All the coating on there, all crisped up. This doesn't look like something that comes out of KFC, does it? That's for sure. So, where to attack it? Let's just go for it. Really crispy. Really crispy. And the coating does have some curry spicing in there. A nice little undertone of chilli. Oh, I do like that. What do I think about the starters overall? Pretty good. A couple of the bits are really good. I think the chicken wing and the chicken strip are excellent. Samosa, pretty good. Masala fish, not bad. And the prawn, a little bit of a letdown. But I'd say overall, it's probably a 3.5, 4 out of 5 starter. Main course time. I've got to say, it looks pretty impressive on first impressions. Hopefully it's going to deliver that little bit extra that I'm expecting of this place. A bit more than the starters did. So what have we got? We've got a nice paratha here. And if you come in and take a closer look, you can see all the different layers and whatever in that. It's a bit different to a naan, isn't it? So we've got that. We have the nadan koji curry, which is a small portion, I'm going to say, of a chicken curry. The prawn curry here as well. There we go, with the tomatoes and the coconut and a little thing of rice, which you don't need to come and look at really. I'm just going to spoon some of that onto the plate. We'll take some of these curries and we'll give them a go. So, a little bit of rice on there. There we go. Some of the prawns. Served nicely in a little banana leaf thing here. Get the chilies out the way. Now, let's see how many prawns we've got in this curry. There's one. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 prawns in there. So it could do it a slightly larger portion for the money. I think it's about £18 this one. I'll check in a second. But we'll get some of that nice sauce on there too. Grab another spoon. Get into the chicken curry. Now again, this one's £14.50. Not a huge amount of chicken in there, is what I'm going to say. We'll bring this over here so we don't get the two sauces contaminated. It's got a really nice aroma to it. Really nice aroma. There we go. Get some more of that sauce over the top of that chicken. Okay, we'll move that one over there, out the way. You probably can't even see the plate, can you? There we go. And then we got some of this paratha as well, which has been served on a little doily, which is getting stuck to. Come here. Can you see all the different layers in there? Let's try that first. That's pretty good. I like the individual layers in there. Nice and buttery. It does have a good flavour. Okay, so let's take a look at these prawns. Come in and have a little look at what we've got here prawn-wise. So that's a bit of tomato there. So I've got 2 and a little bit of prawns here. There's still 3 left in the bowl. It cuts quite easily. A lovely fragrant sauce. Something gristly in there though. Not quite sure what that is. Very strange. But the prawn curry itself, I like. I'll say really nice, fragrant, delicate sauce. The prawn flavour is not completely lost. That's sometimes the problem in a prawn curry, isn't it? Because it is more delicate than lamb or something like that, it doesn't stand up to the spicing. But in this case, it does seem to. Not bad, but not blowing me away. And again, something very gristly in that prawn. I'm sorry about that, folks. That's disappointing. Time to move on to this chicken curry. Now, I'm going to read you off the menu again. One of the most sought-after dishes from Kerala. It's got cashew nuts in it, it's got coconut in it. So it should be a rich sauce. Again, reasonably delicately spiced, I'm going to think. Chicken looks pretty good. Let's get some of this sauce on there. Now that is good. That is good. The chicken is nice and moist. This sauce, even though it's a kind of like a nutty, how can you describe it? I feel like how korma and pasanda have that kind of nut base to them, and they're very mild. This has that same base, but the sauce is a little less creamy and has a little bit more background heat to it. Yeah, it is rather good. I do like the balance of flavours in there. Is it the best curry I've ever had? No, it isn't. But it's a good one. It really is. Menu's attacking me. So, let's do it as the Indians would. And we'll go in with the paratha into the sauce. Yeah, that's decent. That's decent. I've got to say, I came into this place with really high expectations. And I don't know whether that's affecting the way I'm kind of viewing this. It's good, but it's not blowing me away. It's not blowing me away. Right then, folks. Uyare by Tharavadu here in Leeds. What did we think about that? A little bit of a mixed bag, but overall, I quite liked it. I did quite like it. We had that little issue, didn't we, with the gristle in the prawns. And I mentioned that to them at the end of the meal. They went away, had a chat with the chefs, came back with an apology about that, and actually took the price of that dish off the bill. That's good customer service, isn't it? And on top of that, not only have they done that, because of that inconvenience, they gave an additional 15% discount. So I think they've handled that very, very well, very, very professionally. We did have a couple of other issues with the bill. Somehow or other, a couple of drinks ended up on our bill that weren't ours. But again, that was taken off without any complaint, without any, unnecessary nonsense. So I like that. Restaurant itself, I quite like the design of it. The restaurant area is tucked away in the back. Obviously, you walk through a bar and a rooftop terrace to get there. And it's quite nicely done. The only problem I had with it is the music's a bit too loud in there. Banging music. I don't know why everyone does that these days, but it was just too loud. You've probably picked up something on the video there. Hopefully, YouTube don't have an issue with it, or I'll be in trouble. But yeah, just too much music going on. And it did seem at times a little chaotic in there. Food itself, though, what did we have? We had the mixed platter. And I think mixed is a good way to describe that, isn't it? I think the chicken bits on there were good. The wing and the chicken strip. I think the prawn was overcooked. The filling of the samosa was good, but it felt a little dry overall. And the masala fish, it was okay. Nothing to write home about. The curries, I liked the flavours of the sauces there. I think they were well balanced, enjoyed them. Nothing too fiery, just a little bit, a little bit of spice there. But that was the intention on this one, wasn't it? Not to go with anything too fiery. Yeah. What do I think of it overall? Was I blown away by it? No. Is it the best curry I've ever had? No. But is it decent? Yeah, it is. It is decent. Would I come back again? That's a good question. Do you know what? I think I probably would. I think I probably would come back again. And hopefully it's not just a case that by opening up this second restaurant, they're kind of spreading themselves a bit thin. Hopefully, just the one or two little issues that we had are things that can be ironed out really easily. Score-wise, I think probably about a 3.8, I think. It would have been a 3.5, but obviously the little bit of help that they gave us, sorting out those issues at the end of the meal, pushed it up a little bit. I think the flavours of the food were pretty decent, not perfect, but I liked the way they handled the issues that I presented them with. Does it get Greeno's green light? Just about, yeah. I would recommend you come down and try it out. It wasn't bad, and our bill ended up not being bad either, because obviously we had the prawn dish taken off and a bit of discount on there, so it was only $47.55, and there's no service charge on that bill either. So I did leave a tip, because the young girl who helped us on the table was very, very friendly and sorted out our issues very, very professionally. Right, so if you've enjoyed this video, looking at Uyare, can't even pronounce it, looking at Uyare by Tharavadu here in Leeds, then don't forget to click a thumbs up on the video and have a little look around in the vault, see what else you like. Click the subscribe button, dingy bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And let me know if you've come here or if you've been to Tharavadu and what you think about the two, if you've got an opinion on it. Anyway, that's going to be it from me for today. I will see you next time.